We've sent messages into space, not knowing who might receive them, not knowing when, and never knowing if they'll be understood. No reply address, no confirmation, just fragments of who we are drifting into the dark. This is the story of the messages humanity has sent into the universe and what they say about us. For as long as we've looked up at the night sky, we've wondered the same thing. Are we alone? It's a question older than science, older than technology. A question born from campfires, constellations, and silent nights under the stars. As our tools improved, the question evolved. We didn't just want to observe the universe anymore. We wanted to speak to it. And so humanity did something extraordinary. We began sending messages into space, not because we were sure someone was listening, but because we couldn't stand the idea that no one might be. Sending a message into space sounds simple, until you ask the obvious questions. What do you say to a civilization you've never met? A civilization that may not see, hear, or think the way we do. Do they understand language, symbols, sound? Would they recognize a picture of a human or mistake it for noise? Even time itself becomes a problem. A message sent today could arrive thousands of years from now. By then, Earth may be unrecognizable. Humanity may be changed or gone. Every message we send into space is a gamble against distance, time, and misunderstanding. And yet, we send them anyway. Why send anything at all? Some argue we shouldn't, that broadcasting our presence is dangerous, that announcing ourselves to the cosmos could invite unknown risks. Others argue the opposite, that silence is worse. Because these messages aren't just attempts at contact, they're reflections. They force us to ask a deeper question. If we could introduce ourselves to the universe, who would we say we are? In 1974, humanity decided to speak, briefly and boldly. From the Arecibo Observatory in Puerto Rico, scientists transmitted a powerful radio signal toward a star cluster called Messier 13. It was 25,000 light-years away. The message lasted just 3 minutes. But inside those minutes was an ambitious idea: to compress Earth into something understandable. The message used math and binary code because numbers, we hoped, would be universal. It described the basic structure of DNA, the position of Earth in the solar system, a simple diagram of a human being, and the technology used to send the message itself. It wasn't poetry. It wasn't emotional. It was humanity saying, "This is how we are built. This is where we live. This is what made us capable of reaching out." By the time the message reaches its destination, human civilization will be tens of thousands of years older. If anyone answers, their reply will take just as long to return. The Arecibo message wasn't meant to start a conversation. It was a declaration. From signals to stories. But not all messages were designed to be decoded. Some were designed to be felt. As humanity prepared to send spacecraft beyond the planets, a different idea emerged. What if one of these machines was found not by scientists, but by something else, something not human? If that happened, what would we want them to know? In 1977, NASA launched 2 spacecraft, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2. Their primary mission was planetary exploration, but hidden aboard each spacecraft was something else, a gold-plated copper disc, the Voyager Golden Record. It wasn't a message sent through radio waves. It was a time capsule, a physical artifact of Earth. The record contains greetings in 55 languages, music from different cultures and eras, the sound of wind, rain, and thunder.
a mother's kiss, human laughter, the heartbeat of a child. It also includes images, pictures of our planet, our bodies, our cities, our science. And etched into its cover are instructions, a guide for how to play the record, using universal physics as the key. The Voyager Golden Record isn't loud. It doesn't call out. It waits, drifting silently through interstellar space, carrying pieces of a world that may not exist when it's finally discovered. What makes Voyager different is that it wasn't designed to be received. The odds of another civilization ever encountering Voyager are unimaginably small. But that wasn't the point. The Golden Record is humanity speaking without expecting an answer. It's not a handshake, it's a diary entry left on a cosmic shoreline. A way of saying, this is who we were. This is what we sounded like. This is what mattered to us. When you look closely, none of these messages are really about aliens. They're about us. They show what we believe is universal: mathematics, physics, music, emotion, curiosity. They reveal our fear of being forgotten and our hope that something of us might endure, even if no one ever listens. Voyager and Arecibo are the most famous, but they're not alone. Humanity has sent radio broadcasts into nearby star systems, plaques aboard spacecraft like Pioneer 10 and 11, digital messages encoded in signals meant to outlast us, each attempt slightly different, each shaped by the era that created it. Together, they form a strange archive, not of aliens, but of humanity trying to explain itself. So far, the universe has not answered. No confirmed signals, no decoded replies, no undeniable proof that anyone has heard us. Just silence. But silence doesn't mean failure, because the act of sending these messages changes something here on Earth. It forces us to reflect, to decide what matters enough to represent us beyond our planet. In the end, these messages aren't really about contact. They're about identity. They ask us, what do we value? What do we preserve? What do we choose to say when the audience might be infinite or non-existent? Every message we send into space is a mirror, and in that mirror, we see a species that is curious, hopeful, and unwilling to believe it is truly alone. Somewhere in the dark, our messages continue to travel, carrying numbers, carrying music, carrying echoes of a small blue planet that dared to speak into the void. If you had the chance to send one message into space, knowing it might never be answered, what would you choose? A scientific truth? A piece of art? A song that matters to you? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to explore more stories like this, stories about the universe and humanity's place within it, this is Stellar Genesis.